In the land of ancient battles and mighty kings, a war was brewing. The Philistines had gathered for war against Israel. The army stood on one hill, and Israel's army stood on another, a valley between them. And then came the giant. From the Philistine camp stepped a warrior named Goliath, a terrifying champion from Gath. He stood over 9 feet tall, his bronze armor shining like fire under the sun. His spear, like a weaver's beam, its iron point alone weighed 15 pounds. He roared across the valley. Goliath, deep, taunting voice, "Why are you coming out to fight? Am I not a Philistine? Choose a man to fight me. If he kills me, we will be your servants. But if I kill him, you will be ours." And with that challenge, fear gripped the hearts of Israel's warriors, including King Saul. For 40 days, Goliath came out, morning and evening, to mock and defy the armies of the living God. But miles away, in the fields of Bethlehem, God was preparing a young shepherd boy. His name, David, the youngest son of Jesse. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't trained in battle. But he knew the voice of God. He trusted the power of God. One day, David's father sent him to deliver food to his older brothers, who were in Saul's army. When David arrived at the battlefield and heard Goliath's insults, his heart burned with holy anger. David, young but bold voice, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? When King Saul heard about David's courage, he sent for him. David stood before the king and said, "Let no one lose heart. I will fight this giant." Saul looked at the boy and shook his head. "You can't fight him. You're just a youth." Goliath has been a warrior since his youth. But David told him stories of how, while watching his father's sheep, he had killed lions and bears with his bare hands. "The Lord who delivered me from the lion and the bear will deliver me from this Philistine." Saul gave David his armor, but it was too heavy. David took it off. He picked up 5 smooth stones from the brook. And with his shepherd's staff and a sling in his hand, David walked into the valley to face the giant. Goliath saw him coming, a boy with no armor, no sword, and laughed. "Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks? Come here, and I'll give your flesh to the birds. David, strong and fearless, you come to me with sword, spear, and javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, whom you have defied. Today, the Lord will deliver you into my hand." Then David ran toward Goliath. He reached into his pouch, pulled out a stone, placed it in his sling. The stone flew through the air and struck the giant right in the forehead. Goliath fell, face first, to the ground. With no sword in his hand, David defeated the giant. He ran up, took Goliath's own sword, and cut off his head. And when the Philistines saw that their champion was dead, they ran in terror. Israel shouted in victory, chasing the enemy and returning with joy. David's victory wasn't about strength, or armor, or experience. It was about faith. Faith in a God who doesn't look at the outward appearance, but sees the heart. A God who uses the small to conquer the mighty, and the boldness of a shepherd to silence a giant. Whatever Goliath you're facing today, remember, the battle is the Lord's. Stand firm. Have faith. And sling your stone.